Hello and welcome to Man-Made Monsters. Today we're going to go over the Texas Chainsaw Massacre review. Many of you know that NECA just released a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre figure, and we're going to compare him to the old. From what I can tell when I got them out of the box, the new one is a complete rework. He's a little off scale, but that's okay. He is probably in figure height around 7 foot. Well, at least 6'8", probably that. If Jason is 6'5", he's bigger than Jason. There is the old one. You could tell the old one had some custom work done to it. You know, that one. The masks are... So here's these two side by side. The stripes on this one, the old one, the stripes on the shirt are more predominant. You can see them more clearly. The chainsaw on the old one is the wrong color. It is yellow. They look like they use the same exact chainsaw. Just one's painted green, one's painted yellow. Here's the head sculpts. There's good and bad on both. They're both different. And here's something most people probably won't show you. Underneath, there's the old lady from this is the new one, and this is the old one. So they have their pluses and minuses. Like that one, it shows the top of the scalp. That one, it does not. So there is clear differences in the two masks. Underneath this mask is his face. I'm going to try to show that to you the best I can without ripping it or damaging it. So that's what he probably would have looked like. I seen an old picture of him, and it looks very similar to the gunner in the picture that it looks like under the mask. Now, yes, you can switch out the pieces for this and turn them into the grandma version. I found if you don't have, you get the new one, and you don't have a way to display it twice, that this will actually work. So this is the old figure. I'm going to slip that around it. The head doesn't fit super snug or super tight, but as you can see, I can make a grandma version of Leatherface with the new parts that comes with this one. So let's go back and get into this a little deeper on the Leatherface collection. So there is the new Leatherface. He is awesome. He's big boy. He's definitely a big piece. The only figure out of figures that would match up in height would be Freddy versus Jason. He's about the same height as that figure. So, these are the old heads. These are the old head. So, we're going to go and take a look. Before we go, some honorable mentions. There is Grandpa with a hammer in his hand and the bucket. There is Nubbins. On the other end of the spectrum, we have Chop Top. We'll go through the first one. So the first one is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original. This movie right here. He has his yellow apron. And then there is the grandma version of him when he changes faces. And then there is the pretty lady version. This was I believe this was a Movie Maniacs release or a Mezco release. This one has been updated, as you can see. It is painted, the face was corrected a long time ago. Which is weird because we never really knew why they did that. Why they just left it blank. Then we go to part 2, which is this one with Dennis Hopper, and they had the chainsaw fight. This is another ultimate version. This is a custom. And you can see here, he has the brace, cowboy boots, The face is now redone and resculpted. It's not just taking parts off of a retro and put in on a old McFarlane body. The chainsaw was chromed, although this light doesn't show it very good. But this is pretty cool to have in the collection because they didn't make him an Ultimate. So him standing there with the Excalibur painted, all chromed out, is amazing. Just to have it in here with the rest of them. Then we go to Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3. Or actually, it's backwards, right? This is Part 2, sorry. Part 2, Part 3. Forgive me, y'all. It's been a long week. So this is, the Part 2. Iconic look. Tom Salvini helped do the designs for these guys. And of course, this and Nubbins go together very well in the collection. So some of these movies, I won't have Leatherfaces for. There was a couple that came out that just were like, eh. So there's the Part 2. There's the Part 3. Then we move over and we get in, it's not in order because this is Texas Chainsaw Massacre Beginning. It came out after the reboot. And he's holding what I think is a McCullen. And his face is stitched on to his real face in that movie. And then we go to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the remake. And this is one version. I don't have the other one. This one's he's wearing the half mask. And there is his chainsaw. It's another big blades on it. Big, huge, bulky teeth. Then the 2024 came out. So here is a custom 7-inch Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2024. When they go into town, there's this pull-on chainsaw. There's the movie. The other figures that we don't have on the shelf, just because, like I said, there was a couple of them. They tried to reboot. It just wasn't as successful as they wanted them to be. Which would have been this one, which I think is the better out of the remakes. This is, Leatherface, how he was, him and his brother, and how he became Leatherface. And then there was Part 4, which I do not have the figure for. This would probably be a good figure to make. And then we had Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the mini, is this the one? Yeah, this is the one where the girl inherits the house. And she finds out that her cousin's in the basement and he's Leatherface. Yeah, this is the one in the beginning where they try to start off from the original. So I don't have that one. I guess the difference is the face. The shirt would be red. Probably something I can easily do. It'd be nice. I'll probably want to make him wearing the cow head, like in the beginning, in a 7-inch figure format. So anyways, from JH Customs, we just would like to show you the Texas Chainsaw Massacre collection and how he kind of evolved and how the masks changed throughout the movies. And the chainsaws. All the way down to the 2024. So, do us a favor. Comment, subscribe, and like. We appreciate that. All you guys, everybody who backs the channel, everybody who watches the videos and hits the like button. I really appreciate it. We will have tons of more videos this year coming for you guys. I hope you enjoy it and have a great day.